What do you think? What do you think? This is the channel, right? Look at that. How's everybody doing? I'm not sure how long I'm going to go tonight. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Number anomalies. Different numbers that connect to different numbers and what the numbers say all in their own. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. This is me. This is my $1 trillion setup. This setup will hold the camera, okay, and talk about the blocks, the monkeys, perhaps the head. That is the difference in the game. What is above like is below. Aleph. Isn't that the way the Aleph is made? And yet the heart does need. You need life within one, the wholesome one. Bringing the spirit and soul together, monkey, is 83. You have the horse at number 7. You have the goat at number 8. And then you have Planet of the Apes and Sagittarius, the monkey, number 83. Aquarius, 1 times 1, 1 plus 1. What is 22? What is 12 plus 10? Capricorn. 9 and 10 come together as 19, collaborating the equator. Is it the river? What runs along the equator? Meow. Communication. 9 lives of the cat. Yet the dog and the cat go to the pound. When you look at the pound, what is the pound key? What is a pound? £1. What if I said a half a pound? What if I was pounding nothing? What if I don't pound things? The word pound, end in ND, just like in second. But what do we use? We use LBS, right, for pound? LBS. Why are we using LBS for pound? I have to look at that. I also like to look at the L. If it wasn't a capital and was just a regular straight line, small L. It looks like actually 591 and 3 fire signs. Five, 9, 1. LBS. Got a fire sign. Hey, Leo, what's going on, Sagittarius? You know, Leo's number 32, Aries, which is not only the first sign, but it's also the 13th, and it's the 25th, 25 years to life, and then it becomes the 37th. So when you become the 50th, and then Aries becomes the, made a mistake, it becomes the 49th. Come on, no mistakes. I don't know if I showed you a mistake I made yesterday. I corrected it. Is the 49th. And then Aries is the 61st. So you can see the return to Aries in first is flipping the cube. Is flipping the cube from the 1 side to the 6 side. ST back to ST with 6. And if you said it could have been something else, then I'll look where it is. I'll look where it is. I'll look where it is. I'll look at the zodiac. I'll look at the 12 months. I'll look at the 13 moons. But I'll find it. And I'll find reason. I will make reason. I'm going to be putting out one day. I don't like to put the horse before anything, but I can tell you right now it's already began, 7/17. A little booklet, pamphlet, digital pamphlet. Let's say it's going to be like a pad, and I'll say go to page 398. And you go to 398, and it'll show you a dice cube. And then it'll say 398 to 411. All we're going to talk about is the schematics. What will explain the numbers themselves, where they are located, before we even put an alphabet towards what you see as 1 in location of 5, in location of the 5th position. If we looked at this as Rubik's Cube, also known as Saturn's square. Am I talking too fast? So much to say. But it's okay, it's easy. If you want to do it, if you want to make it really easy, okay, go back to as far back as you can go. Social media, 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9. A few videos. And then from 2010 April to April of 2026, right? That's going to be a total of, is that 16 years? 16 times 12 equals 2. In 192 months, if I got that right, okay, which is 96 and 96, which is 4 by 24, which is 4 by 6. 4 by 6, 4, 5, and 6. What you have here is the earth sign, and 4 is the water sign. 1.5 times the difference. Unlike the 2 and 8, the 2 earth sign and the 8 water sign, what is 4 times the difference? They are ignited here in the 6. When you match this face with this face, showing the void in the center where 2, 5, and 8 is, these are identical. 7, 4, 1, 9, 6, and 3, leaving out 8, 5, and 2. 3 missing. What is the left side? 12. What is the right side? 18. The difference, 1.5. The connection here is this connection here. What is water and earth? If I turn it this way, right, it would be here, earth and water, 4 times the difference, and that tells the story. Therefore, what planet do I give this? Should I give it Scorpio? Or should I say 8 minus the 12 that it is and end up at Leo? Connecting is 13. When you connect the zodiac, it connects at 13, right? So if you're asking yourself, the connected zodiac, where's the 13 sign, right? Well, it's the reconnection. But where does it reconnect? If you stop at 12, well, just put me in there. Put me in. I'll hold on to both sides of the zodiac by my breath. Every story, at best, if not as, is readable. You can do art with it. It's readable on the cube. It is readable on the calculator. You can read it in the alphabets. You can understand it through things in games like Rubik's Cube, the opposite colors. Is it red or number 27? Is it orange? And if you were playing the game of pool, is it the 13 ball and the 5 ball? 13 and the 5. That's the orange ball in pool. How easy a story to tell when you know the numbers, right? But it's not that you know the numbers, that's easy. But you just match it up and tell that story. And then you have to begin, obviously, eventually, to learn about the letters themselves. What is O? Like for orange, is it the O range? Or is it the orange? The orange in French is the golden angel. Or maybe it's the golden angle. Well, the 13.5 or the 135 degrees would be missing what is 225 degrees and 135 degrees to create the full circle of 360. Then why 365? The 1.25 movement, is that what it is? The 1.25, 5 times 5 times 5. Is it, what is that? What can we call it? Do we need to give it anything right now? Right? There's a difference Yeah, I'm a little bit all over the place. I spread quick, eh? What is a 1 by 1 area space? What is a 3 by 3 area space? And every time I add on a wing all the way around, this is what happens here. This, okay, is what is 4 times this. There is no center here, but this is the center of all that surrounds it. And when you encompass it, in this one, you have one, you had 2 here, so now you have 4. And here you have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 4. 6 by 6. 8 by 8. What is 9? What is 7? What is 5? What is 1? What is 3? A lot of questions, right? Why? What is 1? Is it 5 and 5 equals 10? 1 plus 0 equals 1? Is it 6 and 4? 10? 6 and 4. Elon Musk, 6446, 1331. What is 11, 11, 11? Crossing the bridge through Leo. Why do I say that? 4, 5, and 6. The Federation, the Fed, FED, the letter M, right? When you draw the letter M, that, well, I'm going to show you up here, right? This V is a Roman numeral 5. It is showing you 2 angles, 2 diagonal angles, and here it's the 45 degree, right? That splits everything fairly. After that, where are you going? What is your angle? Where are you? The 2 bulls come together, flux capacitor, right? These 2 worlds come together. Is this where we come and we survive between both, holding the soul with the spirit, right? Is one sword crossing through the other? What is this? This is actually the dictation of 26 letters in the alphabet. There are 26 squares where in the first area space, it's 6 here, where 3, 2, 4, 6, and 1, 3, 5 overlap each other, equaling to a half area space. Noting that if it is a half area space when counting the cubes, therefore 1, 3, 5 is whole in their own. And when you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you are counting by halves. What look like wholes is actually halves. What is between 1 and 3 is 2. So what is all of 3 and all of 1? 2 brings them together in that house. But it doesn't bring them together in the house there. It brings them together in the house right here, in this position here. Anyways, when we go up here, this area is the 7th area. It stops at 6. It joins at 7, and it goes all the way down to 6. I learned that in the piano, it only goes to 7. I learned that on the cube, there is no 7 other than the head and the tail. They run the same tunnel. 6 areas and 1 area, and 6 areas and 6 areas, and 6 and 6 is here. 6 joins 511, 6 joins 511, 6 joins 713, 6 joins 1113. 1113 KM, K and M, 1113, 24. 11 and 13. So what is 11 will create all the way up to the IT system. And what is 13 will connect the DC from the AC. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4, 7, which is the corridor to 2 and 5, 7, and 1 and 6, 7. The 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 equals the 12 and 7 equals to 19. What is 19? What is 19? Here is the story, one of the stories of 19. Rubik's Cube. There are 12 edges. There are 6 centers, all surrounding the one core. And now you have 19. You don't only have that. The question if it is the one core between 12 and 6, I bring out the clock and say on the top it shows 12 o'clock, and on the bottom it shows 6 o'clock, and in the center is the one core rotating in the house. This is 1/3 of 18. The 6 is what is 1/3 of 18. The 12 is the 2/3 of 18. Communication amongst Earth and Mars. So when you count here, before I switch the picture, 13, column letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So the G connects F, G, and H. This over here is 66. Both F and H reduced down to 6 and 6. They are actually alike. The counting that we do is, I mean, if you say 8 what? 8 what? Is it because it's the reflection? They're in the piano, you start 8 as 1 again. The S letter, or the 19th letter, if you had to create a circle, of 360, or how about just 360, and you split that at 18. So nothing passes 18, that's half and half. That's so 18 is 1.5 times 12, which is 18, and then we have 1.5 times 12, which equals to 18. So 19, you went over to the other side of center field. And the same thing for 18, right? That if you were starting the other way from 360, and you would go all the way to 18. So if you count 36, count down to 18. And if you count 1 all the way to 19, it would equal 2. Equals 2. 1 over the 19 is 190. And wow, this is going to be tough. 1 over the 36. I can ask ChatGPT, but this is 666. So if 1 over to 17 equals to, what is it, 154? I thought 1 over to 16. Wow, 1 over to 16. No, 1 over to 16 is 136. So 1 over to 17 is 153. Right, 3 by 51. Right, that's where Mars comes in. Okay, so if that's 153, then 18 to 36 equals to 666 minus 153. So that would equal to 500. Oh, I'm slow in this. I'll tell you that. 3, take away this. I'm doing it upside down, is 3. This, take away this, is 1. Oh my God. Check this out. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me, hold on a second. I got to do it here. 666 minus 153 equals 513. I have to think about the half. The half is 18. 18 by 18 is 324. What is 324 relevant to? Number 1, ABC, ABD, ACD, BCD. 432 is the vibration that is in between 5 and 1, 2 fire signs. So I have to create a handbook and share with everybody where everything connects. All these connections. This is just a storybook. It is the truth about what the words say about each other through the dynamics of the mathematics. And I arrive at certain points and certain destinations that, true or not true, that 360 degrees creates that circle. Is it true that when you watch the American football or the Canadian football, that when they run 10 yards, they have run down the hash marks, and when they run every hash mark, that's going to be 36 inches to a hash mark? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me when I'm watching the wrong sport, the wrong distance. And 36 inches is 3/12, making it only complete at 36. That one between two is 3, and that is that completion for that reality that is going on. You know what's also ironic about this? Okay, is it's the letters A, C, E. It's not only that, but 13.5 is the orange ball. Orange is 60, ball is 27, 87. Let's power up the constellations at the gateway. If you have 87, it's 88 and 77. We need all combinations. Powering up the constellations. The 1A, if you take a look what the A is, it's that way, and it's this way. You split this in half. The ace is split in half. You have the left side and the right side and the heart encompassed in the heart. Here is the seventh area. Here is the first area. AG seems like silver to me. AG seems like silver to me. Over here, if I reduce the counting, I will have what is 7171 or 1771, as this one is 7, this one is 5, this one is 3, this one is 1, this one is 1, this one is 3, this one is 5. When I write that down, I'm going to write that down, S19, S1, U21, U3, N14, N5, S19, S1, U23, U3, N14, N5. 1 and 9 is 10, crossing over the border, crossing through, S1, U3, N, ACE, ACE. What is this expression that comes out of the sun? By the way, for note's sake, in order to create this, 1 between B. B is inside of this, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. B is here. B is 1 and 2. A and B. B is not there. It's here and here. Inside C and E. Time and creation. Electric company. $13.5 is the orange ball in pull. It's also the heart of the alphabet, right? 1 through M, right? 13. And what is P? 16. All the way to Z, 26. Oh, that's wrong. N, 14 to Z, 26. So what's ironic is that so we can put this down for now, right? When you count the alphabet, or 1 to 26, we get 351. Isn't that ironic? Same numbers. Tzolk'in calendar, 260 days times 10. If you take off A and B, 1 between 2 to create, equals to 3. This is the beginning and this is the end, the first 2 and the last 2. 351 again. If you count up all the vowels, A, E, I, O, and U, and in fact, A, E, and I are 3 fire signs. O and U is what is Virgo. and that is an earth sign. And we have U21, and we can look at this a few ways, and we can also look at O a few ways. Is that I put O as Virgo, and Virgo is an earth sign, and I'm going to put U as Gemini. So we're going to put O equals Virgo earth, and U is going to equal what is Gemini, Gemini 3, so it's a mutable. Oh, yes, the Virgo, right. The Virgo is number 6. Oh, and that's a mutable. Wow, look at that. We got 2 mutables, eh? Not only that, never mind, we got all 3 mutables. OUI, right? Are all 3 mutables. It's 3, 6, and 9, eh? 3, 6, and 9. And then we have 5 and 1. So mixed up with 3, 6, and 9, right, is that 5 and 1 again. So what are these? These are your 2 fire signs. What resides? If you're looking at this and you're building a game, what resides between 1 and 5? It's 2, 3, and 4, 9. What is this reflection? Check this out. Check this out. Check these anomalies out. Check this out. 1 and 6. 5 and 2. 4 and 3. So what we're going to do is I said, hold on a second. I said, let me see, can I do this? So I said 4, right? Minus 3 equals to 1a. I actually said plus, so we'll mark 7. Then what we did is 5 minus 2 equals to 3c, and it was supposed to be plus. And I said 6 minus 1 equals to 5e, but I said plus. And now you can see is it is the lower area of numbers, equating what is 6 of 9, leaving 3 out, equating what is 6 of 9 numbers, leaving 3 out, 6 of 9 numbers, leaving 3 out, 6 of 9 numbers, leaving 3 out. 6 of 9 numbers, leaving 3 out, 6 of 9 numbers, leaving 3 out, 6 of 9 numbers, leaving 3 out. 6 of 9 numbers and 6 of 9 numbers. But it's not set up just like that, but lo and behold, here it is. It's the 1-6 crossover, 4-3 crossover, 5-2 spelling out ace. But if we take this one step further, what about 7, 8, and 9? So let's go backwards. Here's this angle. See the angle? Same angle. 7 minus 6. Let's do it here. Let's see, does that work? 7 minus 6 equals 1a. Then we're going to go 8. 8 minus 5 equals 3c. We'll go 7. 7. Sorry, no, it was 9. 9 minus 4. See the angle here, same thing as down here, equals 5e. And now, if you take a look, you can see so what do you see? What do you think? I'm going to get a glass of water. I think it's 7:42. I'm going to take a 2-minute break, and I think I'm going to call my mother. Oh my God. Okay, got it. Give me a minute. I'm taking a little break. I'm good. What do you guys doing? It sounds loud. You're going to what's that? Hey, okay, take care. Just want to say hello. Enjoy. Just want to say hello. Enjoy. Bye. How's everybody doing? How is everybody? So do you think that's real, fake? It just is what it is. What does it say? Why 135? Why orange? What is orange? Orange Pluto? Orange Aztec? Tzolk'in calendar? 260 days? Tzolk'in calendar. 260 days, right? Right. Just like the 26 letters in the alphabet, point zero. Same thing. Same thing. You want to reconnect here, you'll put on a 1. You'll call it 27. Here, you'll put on 10. It's a block. It's a block at 10. The Aztecs even said it. They're blocks at 10. There's 26 blocks at 10, just like the alphabet. Just like Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cube is made up of 12 edges, 8 corners, 6 centers. There's a total of 26 and 1 to the heart. Noted that is to be the 12 edges to the 6 centers to the 1 heart, equaling to the 19 by 6. And it's all marked up in the Quran at 114. '57, 57, 3 by 19, 57. Electric company, electric moon. But not only me. It's not only me, right? What do you say? What do you say when they point it out and they say, Orphan, Orpheus, Orpheus, the 13th sign, where does it fit in along the wheels? Why did they add on 37? 36 ends, 37 begins. 1 and 36 is 37. We begin again in alpha. 38, we begin alpha and beta. Now they began alpha beta themselves in alpha beta creation. They just added on another 0. But yet the numbers remain the same. Or do they? I cannot repeat what algorithm this is right now, other than right now when you read this. 17 and 34 and 6, 57. 1776. 3 and 4, Earth, Mars. 6 with 3 and 6 with 4. 1.5 times, what is the difference of 2 times? 3 and 4 is a corridor, a bridge between them, Earth and Mars. 17, the Silver Gates. It's also part of what is 10 minus 10 plus, in association with Capricorn, in explanation by the French. Why? The French say 17 is 17. And since this is what I would put into a game for someone who understands and sees 2 sides of a story, when the French say 17, which is 10-7, I don't know if they said plus or minus. I didn't hear nothing. You know, and the same thing when you get to 71, you say 71. I didn't hear no one. Or when you get to 91, it's 91, and I didn't hear no 91, and I heard 420. You know, when you get to 80, and 8 is very much, and when you get to 80 in French, you got 80, which is 420. 4 hours and 20 minutes is 240 and 20 is 260. Matches up with the alphabet, matches up with the Aztec calendar, 420. You know, after after bronze, you're at fourth, which is 4. And that area of TH sounding at the end of the number in 4th or 18th, okay, ends at 20th. And that is your 420 again. So what is your 420? 4 by 5 equaling to 20. I like to just say it is the feminine comes in to this gate, bringing. I don't know how to say it. I just call it the IT system. The 20 is this. It is the 8 corners by 3, 24. It is the 12 edges by 2, 24. 24 and 24, like the 24-hour day. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, create 8 and 6. Now we'd have to go to the game of craps. But on this side, before we get there, is 21, is 35, is 66, is 75. We have 57, 75. 132. I'm going to show you this 132. Okay, 5775 Electric Company. You know, Electric plus company, letter position in the alphabet, C3015, 315 again, back to the sun. 18 plus M13 is 31, and P is 47, and A 48, 14 is 62, and Y 25 is 87. 87 and 75, C3, 9, 12, 30, and 20, T is 60 and 3, 63, and 10 for the 2 E's is 70. L12 and 2 E's is 22, and C is 25, and 20 for T is 45. The R is 18, is 63, and 9 for the I is 72, and 375, 162. 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. A hexahedron. Electric company fitting in, same side, the diameter of the moon. 720 by 3, 1.5 days. Like I spoke before, the split house. April Fool's is only half a day. Here's the number I spoke about, the 132. I'll bring you up to date on that, just to show you that it's coming out of this game. 28, 29. Seeing the 00, it doesn't match up. I really never looked at it wholly. I just know that there is something here. This one I like to look at is 8, 3, 8, 3, 1, 7, 2, 9, 4, 9, 4, 5, 2, 1, 6. All to a single digit. All to a single digit. This is 100% of itself. This is 50% of itself. And 4 to 1 is the difference. But all in its own, it's only 1. This is half of what itself, the trinity of, is what is 3 in Pisces. This here is almost identical to explain that what happens in a horseshoe, you still have the ring upon it, right? How can I explain 3 and 5? Also, 3 and 5 is another thing, is 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2, we have 3. 2 and 3, we have 5. Boom, right? They all get connected to what? 2. B connects both 1 and 3. Then we have 3, 100% of itself. Then we have 8. Well, it's 50-50. But let's just call it 8 for now to keep it easy and simple. 5, 6, 1, 4. So we can do a whole new anatomy on this whole thing. And then we have 37. So we can split it. But when we split it, right, what will we do? Will it be 2 over 1 because of the oddity? How will we split this board? We're going to have a gap. So let's just rid that. By the way, 37. Why 360? Why did they do that? 1 between 2 equals to 3. And in the reverse alphabet of 26 of 3 is X. Reverse alphabet of 3 is X. Look at that. 324 between two fire signs. 324 is 18 by 18 is 324. Here we go. All right, we can do that, and we can have Moby, the whale or something, or that. The 2 halves of 18, maybe we'll just call it the E world, right? We'll just leave a little gap and keep on swimming with all the other salmon or Solomon, right? 1 times 8, 1 plus 8 is 8 and 9. 9 times 8, 9 plus 8 is 27 and 17. And this is where the 2 gates come together right here. The matching up of the 7 and 7 and matching up of the 1 and 2. It's the one between 2 that creates it, right? It's the 1 and 2 is the first part. The 1, 2, the first part. And then we go 3, 1, 3. 3, 1, 3 for 7. 1, 2, 1 for 2, 1, 2 for 5. And I'll explain that. So let me knock this off. Let me get out of this. That is horrible. So let me get this again. So where were we? Wow, that was horrible. That was ugly. Yes, so the reverse alphabet. Okay, whoop. Hold on a second. What happened here? So the reverse alphabet is C, right? And X is 324. The next one is what is going to be D and W, and that's going to be 423. The lower area of numbers, okay, in the usage in this game, when I set out and share the documents that I'm going to put together, I'm going to work on it, putting together like cards that I can say, turn to a page, and it's going to explain to you how I look at numbers, how I look at this. How can I explain this? Sometimes I'm just twisted. So what it is here is it's 9, right? But if I had to do the upper and the lower, I'd go 9 and 1, high low. 8 and 2, high low. 7 and 3, high low. 4 and 6, high low. What do I do with this? So we'll stop, we'll share this one. Now when I take the bottom 4, it's 10. When I take the top 4, it's 30. So it's 3 to 1, the difference, or 1/3, maybe 13 for the bar mitzvah. Then 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4. It even matches up on the cube, and it's the A. The A letter I like to look at, right? Let me just back this up a little bit. So I like to look at the A letter, that it can be split this way. There's no dimension before that. Without this third one, for me, there's no dimension. How do you get a dimension with a straight line? You already have 2 points. Here you're coming all to 1 point. You split the A, you have the right angle, you have the left angle. Ironically, the left L12, DR18. And in Genesis and day 6, they had land, right? Animal. And then they had man, right? Land, animal, and man. They also had the and, right? They both had and. A-N-D, how about DNA? The L is also known that it is within the soul. I think it was Rabbi Fine who said that. The L is the 12th letter. When you add up 1 through 12, it equals to 78. The word 12 equals to 87. The first birth on the 277th day equals to 88 days left over. 88 days even in a leap year. Even in a leap year. But it becomes the 278th day. Okay, at the gate. What is 7 and 8? Oh my God, I'm going to start to lose myself. I was thinking of something else. 12 tribes. Okay, so the L is for the soul. Now there's 2 of them. There's two of them. And there's more. I don't know how many, how it all works. Okay. I know we have to have two, right? But then again, everything is the Trinity. So it's always should be 3, 4. And then it should be 3 and 4 combination, 2 and 5 combination, 1 and 6 combination. You see, where is the 7? There is no 7. There is no 7. 7 is the meeting here at the pole in one harmonic space. So that 5775, let me just do this. 5775, okay, that we saw. The 1 times 2 equals to 2. The 1 plus 2 equals to 3. 3 and 2 equals to 5e, because 12 is for the Bat's mitzvah. The 13 is the bar mitzvah. 1 times 3 equals to 3. 1 plus 3 equals to 4. 4 and 3 equals to 7G. So we have 5G, reverse alphabet, 5G, TV, 42, dividing the 7th gate. Now remember, Abraham's house, Isaac, Jacob, Ishmael, 12 tribes. Is it a book? Is it a word? Has it been written? Has it been spoken? Has it been accepted in the universities? Have the teachers taught it? If it has been said and it's been awarded and documented, then we can use it in this alchemy of the alphabet. To learn that the alphabet, AL, also begins with the divided soul, because it begins with AL. Do you remember what I spoke before? That the A is split. It becomes, what is AI? A is what? Lives on the cross in the divided house of the soul. 3 and 3. Only 3 and 3 reverse this magical cube, diametric. Is it 64 degrees outside? What is 4 and 6? I spoke before. Elon Musk is 46. You know what the reverse of that? 1331. Or how about Jacob? Jacob's 1331. Or how about 11, 11, 11? 11 times 11 times 11 is 1331. I need a glass of water. How's everybody doing? Let me take the makeup off. How's everybody? Oh my God. Is it a green screen? Is it a green screen? What's this? What's this? Oh yeah, I see this. Let me move that. What's this? I don't like this. Hold on a second. Yeah, that should go over here. That's my buddy. What's that? Is there something hanging here? I see something here. Almost matches. How can you throw it out? It matches. Dragon Ball Z, Return of the Sig Test. But who is this guy? Goku or something? There's something going on. We are going into the year of the horse. Is it a V8 or the V6? Is it a mare? What kind of horse is it? Everything that I grew up with for the last 62 years, that I looked at myself and I say to myself, I wonder if anybody else saw there were comic books. And if they did see there were comic books, we got something in common, the word comic. Now, whether you say the word comic in French or English or any other language, okay, if we agree on how you say it, your vibration, your word, that's fine. I'm working on how it is spelt using this phonic, ABC through Z. The understanding and arrangement of this cube gives me a little dictation, as well with this calculator, the 12 and 13 zodiac signs. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, somebody wanted to come up. I guess they disappeared. How's everybody doing? Fits pretty good, eh? Okay, I keep forgetting which arm is which. This arm is on my left eye. This arm is on my right eye. So my right eye and my left eye. And then I fit right in between right here. And this is the Book of Life. I got my earplugs on. 2 moons. Or should I just do this? That's the way it's showing. Where's this hand? Where's this other hand? Yeah. So we have these 2 moons here. Demas and Phobos. 6 letters and 6 letters. Then we have Luna. 4 letters. 4, 6, 10, 4, 6, 10. 4 times 6, 24. 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 and 24 equals to 34. 3 and 4 is 7. When you look at this cube, on the other side, if I was to drill a hole piercing in through from the 3 black dots and the 2 red dots, I would show 5 on this side. Correct? Here's a 4 area, 4 dots. Let me mark it out. Let me mark it out a little bit better than that. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Actually, I should write it out. I'm going to write it out. Much better. Much better. I'll explain this in a minute. Earth and Mars, right? Abraham's house, 44. Down, over, up. Down, over, up. Double cross. Abraham Isaac, 4433. The dimensional house, sailing across the 7 seas, sailing salts, connected by the beaver nickel below the house. It's really ironic that the opposite of 3 is 4. This is going to be 44 for Abraham, 33 for Isaac. Ishmael, guess what? Is the reverse of what is 3 and 4, okay, at the heart zone, which equals to 7 and 6. This heart zone of 7 and 6 will be 7 and 3, 2 air signs, and 4 and 6 crossing through Leo, what is going to be a water 4 and a 6 earth sign. I hope I need something to drink. I can't even explain it. I'm going faster than I can think right now. Wow, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. And I lose my place. I lose my complete thoughts. Yeah. Where was I? Completely lost where I was. It's too bad. I should have brought somebody up to sit on the sidelines. Wow, I just drew a complete blank. It happens. Just let me think back. Pluto, the numbers. I was looking at the numbers. The dice. Yes, okay. These cubes. It's all like this. The cube is this. They're all 9s. It doesn't say that there is not a cube of just 4, as there is. This one is 9. This one I like to call this one here Mars, Venus, okay? This one over here, I like to call the Earth. This is the 1 by 1 center to the 3 by 3 to what will be encompassed by a 5 by 5, and then eventually a 7 by 7. This one over here will be a 2, 4, 6, 8. Possibly one plays over or in the other. 4 and 3, Earth and Mars. Abraham and Isaac again. What is the 1? 7 and 4. Where do we find the 7 and 4? 2, 7, 4, 5. 4, 5, 9, 2, 7, 9. Where do we find things? Here is 4, 5, 9. Here is 6, 3, 9. 6 and 5 equals 11. Where do we find 6, 3, 9? 1, 8, 9. 8 and 3 equals 11. Find me the master. 7, 11. Looking for the lower house. Looking for the lower house. We look below for the Aztec 7 suns, 7 seas, 1, 6, 3, 4, 5, 2. We go to the upper side. What is like 3, 4 is 6, 7, 13. What is like 2, 5 is 8, 5, 13. What is like 1, 6, 9, 4, 13. What is 13, 13, 13? What is 7, 7, 7? Aztec 7, 13, sunstone. What are the 1 and 2 moons coming together? Or let's not talk about the singular moon. When not talking about the singular moon, our expansion is 2, 9, 11, 3, 8, 11, 6, 5, 11. But when talking with both moons, not with the other in binary, is what is 1, 8, 9, what is 2, 7, 9, what is 5, 4, 9, connecting in the 3, 6, 9, here in the mutable signs, connecting through what is a fixed sign and running into the cardinal signs, what is a water sign, running into the air sign, Gimel. Gimel runs down into Alpha Beta creation. In Hebrew and in Greek, they use the Gimel, the G sound. In Libra, they start their calendar new year from the other side, unlike starting from the split house of Aries. 1 and 7 AG, that's where the silver comes in. That is for the silver code and letters. Otherwise, silver is 85, 13. Gold is 38. Irrelevant to the fact of that reality, 3 times 8 is 24. 3 plus 8, 11. 11 and 24 is 35. 3 and 5 is 8. What was that other number again? Yes, 8 times 5 is 40. 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 and 40, 53. 5 and 3 is 8. So in star math, they equate the same. And bronze is 8 as well. You ever seen what 8 looks like? Let's see if we can find 8. Change this for a second. Go over here. Go over here. Let's see if we can find 8. We can talk about this 8 if you like. We'll get into that. The 88, connecting the 88. And we're gonna hold on a second. Let's get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. How's everybody doing? We're gonna go here, go over here, go over here. All right, just to let you know that Sanskrit, right? Don't forget, right? 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 numbered months, plus I forget that 7 rotation, a total of 20. We'll get into that. I don't know all the names, the special names. We can even get into this over here. Look at that. Abraham and Isaac come together. AD, after the death, the heart comes in your creation, your 320 creation. Star system connect is 320. What happens is when you connect numbers, I'm going to have to really find a way out of this because it's too much to explain. So I'm jumping out of it and just say I don't know it at all. I should just be quiet. Now I'm just trying to desperately find Susan. Well, it's none of that. Hold on a second. Okay, so maybe it's here. Hold on a second. Good evening time. Ta-da. Okay, where is it? Everybody knows another brick on the wall. Hi, hey, teachers, leave those kids alone. That's the goalpost you see right here. That's the goalpost. Are you going to kick the extra point? A 5 and a 2 coming together? An H and an I coming together? These two bricks with this line in between? That little cement looks like the I. You can also use the cement for the I. Your choice. I and H come together. They are the same. 8 and 9 equals to 17. The silver gate. Right here. 17 and 20. From this side of 36, we meet at 20. On this side, okay, of 36, we meet at 17. And then the cube sets itself right over here. This is like the heart. When you look at the jack or the queen or the king, if you note X, X, Y, Y, identical. So, wow, I'm such a hero, right? Guess what? I didn't do this. Oh, yeah, I painted it, but I copied it. This is a copy. And what is it a copy of? It's a copy of this. That's it. The numbers are all out of order. Yes, but not on the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On the pattern, right? On the pattern. One, two, three. On the pattern, 9 and 12 are red. On the pattern, the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 3 fire signs, 2 air signs, where earth and water are not in that zone, just like on this cube. The square over here, the 5 area fire in Leo, encompassed by 2, 4, 6, and 8. Then we jump down to where 12 is over here. And you can see what this 12 is 11 and 10. So Capricorn and Aquarius are in the dark, to where stemming on the red numbers versus the other numbers, I forget what the color was, right? Red and black, I think it was. I use yellow, both representing 92. I showed you the 1 and the 2, the one between 2, Earth and Mars coming together, feminine. Teen begins at 3. Yes, I remember what I was looking for. Let me look for it. Let me look a little bit, a lot, maybe, slowly, not too fast. You go too fast, you talk too much, you might not remember. What was I looking for? You remember, you don't remember. How come sometimes you remember and sometimes you don't? I think you choose to remember. Oh, you choose to remember. Now you judge me. Now do I have to judge myself because you judge me, or should I just say, no, I'm going to judge myself, because if someone judges me, I have to judge myself. Now, if there's too many that judge me, hold on, pick a number. Don't burn me out to think of what I did at that time, the wrong thing. And remember, everybody has a choice to make, and we all have guidelines. Fibonacci. Looks like martini glasses pouring over. What I did is I just put the odds and evens and I changed them on the rows of Fibonacci, and that's what it did. Yeah, okay, so I'm looking for the number 8. Hold on. I'm going to make myself another tea. I don't know. Look at that. Look at that. One between two, eh? One between two. We got two solid houses. Abraham will be up here. All right. We get some jinglies down here. All right. We got the whole house. We can hold it all up there, eh? Look at that. How are they so strong? Made of steel. Man made of steel. I've got a little iron today in my bones. Just going to pick up my tea. So I'm looking for that number 8 over here. You know, many years ago, just let me do something. I've got so let me just take a 2-minute break and explain what I do. Say good evening to everybody that is here. Vonnie, Zeus, Elamia, and all the names I cannot say. Now that was weird. That was weird. That was weird. Yes, so what do I do? What is this channel about? What am I dedicated to? Try to put it in a slight order. Since the beginning of time, of course, my time, everything I've lived up to now, what I have recognized, what I have seen, I'm looking back at it and I'm saying, where does this fit in? Where does this fit in? What is the alphabet to begin with? I mean, what's the difference? What fits in for me? But what fits in for everybody? Something many, many, many have in common. I can say, I can basically split this planet up perfectly. Some believe in something and others believe in something else. And some believe in nothing at all, meaning everybody believes in something. So we sum that up. Some believe I don't care, right? So it's all basically some believe that there's some sort of God and some believe in the spirituality. So it's really like there's what, 5 different beliefs, you know, and then there's that tail off belief, right? So it's just all basic. But the thing is, whether you believe this or that, it doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you what I think you might not believe. You could believe it or you might not believe it. And if you believe it, you might believe it in English, you might believe it in French, you might believe it in Spanish. I don't know what language you'll believe it in, right? But I'll tell you that universally, we all believe that the sun was up today or up yesterday. I think we all believe, I think we all witnessed that. I think we all witnessed, okay, the moon once before and then again, and a new year that has come upon many in the world that was recognized. I think we can all see that. I think that if you are still here and you can hear my voice, then you know the alphabet. And this is what it's about. The partition of the alphabet, A1, B2, M13, L12, right? L12, do we have L12 somewhere in the rib here? Because that goes with the soul, right? And then you have L13. So what is that? Is that the vertebrae? Is that in the rib? We have to count the body. have to have a body count. So we spoke about 13 before. Oh, I got to fix that. Got to fix that. How is everybody? No questions. No questions, right? Let's see what's going on. Okay. So, yeah, I thought something was really cool, what I found in the last week or so. Let me see which one it was. Right. The one we were speaking about before, or I was speaking about before, is this one here. I think I redid it on the next page. Did again. On the next page, on what page? Oh my God. Did I do it? No, I don't think I did it. Okay, yes, I did. So 11, right? 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. Look at that. It fits into the 24-hour day at the gateway. It fits in at 11 because 2 times 5 and 5 is 11. 2 times 1 and 1 is 2 and 2. 2 times 6 and 6 is 3 and 3. 2 times 2 and 2 is 4 and 4. It's like slip into each other. 5.5 times 1440, 7920, the Earth diameter. Sky pass. So all these fit into 32, which is the addition of 5775, which is also equatable. 5 and 7 is 12 feminine. 5 and 7 is 12 feminine. 12 hours and 12 hours, or 1 and 2 is 3. 1 and 2 is 3. Or how about 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3 and 2 equals to 5. 5e. So here's everything, all your doubles that fit into 132, and you have all of them. This one over here, the 77, comes out to this. If you multiply this, it perfectly answers this. I'm going to explain to you why it excites me. Just give me a second. The 77 times 1.71428574143. Oh, it's not giving me it. It's not giving me the last one. So 70. Oh, let me do it the opposite way. 132 divided by 77 is 1714285. This equation, okay, is the same, if I remember, as 5. 5 divided by 7. 714,285, up one level. I just spoke, we worked about 5775. 5775, that creates the 132. This is where the heart of this cube is, that meets at 3.5. Anything that divides by anything that equates within 7 is going to equal to 142,857, 142. This is up on the last level. This made it absolutely perfect. This was whole in its own. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. When the house splits, it splits at 66. Woman is 66. 6 times 6, 6 plus 6 is 12. And 36, which is 1/3. 12 and 36, right? 12 and 36 for the house. 12 minus 36 is the 24-hour day you added. It's 48. Let's shoot from beyond the arc. En ciel. Arc in the sky. You want to see the arc in the sky? By my understanding, this is where we get the arc in the sky. Over and above the moon, or is it under? Passing through? Is it hopping and skipping? Is it these two and these two? Or does it just go right around it? You can look it up, what the moons of Mars are. Just give me a second, thirsty. Gotta get more water. there's many goals in this. I think one of the primaries is to continuously, and I'm looking for those who can. I mean, eventually it'll come to be to complete some kind of Excel um, that I can understand more of the association of the letters. I know the numbers. If I count 1 over to 13, it equals to 91. Why 13? 13 is this: 616 equals to 13. So why do I need that association? That's why I need it, because that's what we're living by the 13 moons. The 13 by 12, 156. Okay, 13 by 12, 156. You heard 13, bar mitzvah. You heard 12, that's mitzvah. They're coming together at 156. 26 times 6 is 156. So Z is all that is, plus A1, AZ. Rubik's Cube has 12 to the edge, 8 to the corner, 6 to the center, 26, plus the spindle controller inside. Holding on to 6 is 1. January 1st was the 671st day of the year. If I recollect correctly, that 167 divided by 2 is the Schumann resonance. You can use any of the three numbers and find out where they're located. These locations, okay, is what is 305 and 365. What is that? Starting March 1st to December 31st, after the leap year, looking to understand where and why and what things stop and for what reason. It also is going to reflect the electric company, which is Halloween in the leap year, 304, 305, bridging through. Have you ever looked at the Roman numerals? Yeah, I got to get that water. Well, I talk all over myself. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, I found it. So one of the things, okay, one of the things is that this year, when you say, and there's a few things I missed out. I mentioned earlier the 6 times 4, the 6 plus 4. I never did that, right? I did. I wanted to put up this number 8. What is 2026? Well, it's Solkin calendar. The first two letters are 20 and 26. T and Z. The reverse is GA, which is silver. That's 1 through 7, which is 28, like the 28-day cycle of the moon, which is earth and water. But if you counted 28 zodiac signs, right, you would go 24 and then 4, you would go into Cancer. And it'd be a 7 by 4. I'm just trying to think, the 2026, when you count from 20 over to 26, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, that is going to be 7 times 20 equals to 140. And is that 42? Is that what it is? 1 through 19 is 190. It can't be right. 1 through 19 equals to 190. The total is 351, so it has to equal to 161, which is 20 to 26. So 20, 21, 22 is 63. And then 23, 24, 25, 26, 98. Anyways, it's 161. Pretty reflective of itself. Anyways, I gotta get a drink. I can't even think. Can't even think. It's like I almost did nothing once I get to this state. Okay, let me set this up over here. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll speak about this picture when I come back for my 2 minutes. So if you take a look at this, take a look at it. I'm just going to start you off in the first one. What is number 8? First off, about number 8, okay, is it ends with the letter T. So if you're going to say eighth with TH, you don't need to say TH, just add the H. If you say 18, just add the EEN. If you add 80, like in 60 and 40 and 20, which each one you add the TY for 45, now you just add the Y for 25 for your 25 years to life. So here's the base. 1 times 8, 1 plus 8 is 8, and 1 equals to 9. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 and 9 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 and 16 is 26. 2 and 6 is 8. I'll be back in a minute. So, you know what I should do? Hold on a second. So, what if I did this? Ooh, is it foggy? Is it foggy? Maybe I should take another picture. Hold on. Okay, this one over here. So this is going to be a little bit clearer. Okay, so when you look at this, the first one, right? Before we can understand, before I can understand or understand the alphabet or the zodiac, why did they put planets in the first, second, third position? Why did man-made say this, and that? Why is it acceptable? If it's acceptable and this is what we're living by, this is what I use. This is in, let's say, in game theory, right? In the science of the alphabet, learning the alphabet through the math. Also, if I have Scorpio, that would be 8. Now, if I had 16, I'd have Cancer. 17, I'd have Leo. 18, I would have Virgo. 1 and 8 is 9. Virgo with Sagittarius. Why? Because when it comes to the zodiac signs, there are 12. When it comes to the moons, there are 13. When it comes to the week, there are 7. When it comes to the elements, you can go by 4, by 5 in the choice you make. But whatever you do, remember the cube. Only at 6 and only 4 can be on the band at any time. 4 on the band, 2 on the pole. 4 on the band, 2 on the pole. So when you see this, 3 and 2, 4 and 5, that's 14. 1 and 4 is 5. So it's 14. But check this out. We're going to see if we can do this here. We have 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5, 5 and 4, 6 and 3. So I'm just going to continue with this, then I'm going to show you what's down here. So if we're talking about the 7 days, right? If we're talking about the 7 days, it's going to stop here. This 8 one over here is going to come back to the first position. So we'd have 97. This is going to come back into the second position, the 9. So when you divide 1 by 7, it equals 142857. When you divide 8 by 7 equals 142857. When you divide 9 by 7, right? Look at that. These two are explicit in the game as Luna, which is EA moon. E and A is 1 and 5, fire. The 5 is 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. It is also what is 6 times 5, 6 plus 5 equals to 41, 4 and 4, 4 and 1, 5. Other than what is 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to the original lowest of all 5s, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. And then there's 4 times 2, 4 plus 2, 8 and 6, 14, 1 and 4, 5. So where was I? Yeah, so when you divide by 7, we can use all these and replace these in different orders. All the numbers change orders. Depends what you use them against. If I use this against the 13 moons, the number would be different. I think the number would be somewhere in the range. I will give you the numbers 076923. Which will be 9 divided by 13. 9 divided by 13, 07692369230076. Anything divided by 13 that is in the realm of 1, 3, 4, 9, 10, and 12 equal to this division here. The base is here, 076923, in which okay, where is it? I saw it today over also. So somebody would ask, so what does this tell you? Okay, so wow, this is going to be a tough question. Everything is related perfectly into the cube. Everything works. What can 132 be besides 1, 2, 3 equals to 6? 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 10. 10 can be 100%. 10 is 10% or 100%. What is 6? Well, you can call 60%, or how about 60 and 100, being 100% of 60 seconds on the clock? 1, 2, 3, 1 between 2 into 3. And according to this cube, 3 and 4 run the same corridor. There's only 1 in between. They share the halfway space. So as well, the alphabet splits between 3 and 4. This cube has 3 opposite sides. Reality for 3 again. Why 3? The 4 represents 15. The 3 represents 20. The 3 represents 120. The 4 represents 90. In the relativity of the circle, 4 by 90. In the relativity of the circle, 3 by 120. The 12 representing the feminine, representing the soul, representing the Trinity, 1 between 2 equals to 3. And you can bring them together. 10 sticks with 40 directions. Is that what I said here? 3 and 1, 4. So we have 4 by 4, 16, and 4 is 20, and the 21st area is the meeting gate over here, where these, what is 8 directions, meet over here. Any way you want, 3s and 4s. And then we can perhaps rebuild it into where we have 4 up here, but when we turn it this way, it's 3 on this side, and it's 3 on this side, but it's 4 on this side, and it's not because I built it that way. I just built it that way. But I believe that this is a little off. I believe this should go down more. I have to do another one like this, because this only gives me a platform, unless it's supposed to be flat like that, right? Then I can connect another one to it. And then the sections of 4 that you see from below, you won't see. All you'll see is the sections on the outside of 3, 3 and 3. And just give me a minute. So you can see that at the beginning of the mathematics, that everything came down to equal to 8. 9 and 8, 8. 8 and 8, 8. 7 and 8, 8. 6 and 8, 8. Look at that. So your total of 9 ended up at 8. Your total of 10, which is 1. Your total of 11, which is 2. Your total of 12, which is 3. Your total of 13, which is 4. 12 for the feminine, 13 for the maximum. 5 and 3, what do they connect to? This one will be -1 plus 1, equaling to 4. Otherwise, it will be 8 and 1, equaling to what is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. This will be 99. I have to look through the definition, but if there are others that know numbers, I will explain how I got here. Relativity of the reality amongst what we live. The 7 months of 31 days on the 337th day is the 13th moon. At 3 o'clock and 37 minutes is 217, which is 7 months of 31 days. 3 by 7, 21. 2 and 1 is 3. We can go up, we can go down. Where did it all begin to come apart and come together? Gimel and Gamma start over here, connecting to the lower air sign. 4 months of 30 days. 4 by 3 equals to 12. 1 and 2 equals to 3. And 3 by 1 equals to 3. All the fire signs. All the cardinal signs. The fire, the water, the air. And what do you think's left? That's right, Earth. Earth in Capricorn. Right up here. Shows it's down here. 3 by 2 is what? 6. 3 by 5 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 3 by 8 is 24. 2 and 4 is 6. Just the story and its math its own. How's everybody doing this evening? So we can see that this is what we run by. That's why I start here. This is divided. We divide it all here, right? Take a look. When we come together, it's 3 and 7, 2 air signs. 1 and 9, 2 fire signs. 4 and 6, water and earth, water and earth. Connected by the 5 over here. If we use the lower house, it's 21. If we use the upper house, it's 39. 39 and 21 are 60 seconds on the clock. What is 13 above is 7 below, right in the sun sandstone of the Aztec Mayan. 7 and 13. It just so happens that this is 13. It's 6-1 for 7 and 6. It's a total of 13. The average here, the 7th of 13. The 7th of 13. The alphabet of 1313. When you add up the first 13, it equals to 91. The average is 7 by 13, right into the Aztec calendar. And the second half from the letter N, 14, to the letter Z, to letter Z, 26. The total is 260. Funny the way the 260 days of the Tzolk'in calendar and the average here is 20. And it's 20 by 13. Both fit into the sunstone or the sunstone calendar of the Aztec. And here it's 713. All those numbers fit in to the numerics of the Aztec. What is number 27? I don't remember why I had that here. 3 by 6, 3 plus 6. So the 3 times 6, 18. We run the, what do we call that with the circumference? The radius, the diameter, 180 across. We split it with 90. IR. 3 times 6, 3 plus 6, IR 360. The design I showed you before. So, where's pretty Miss Kitty hanging around? I hope pretty Miss Kitty is not on the balcony. Kitty? Kitty, kitty? Hold on a second. I just want to do a little checkup. How did you get in here? What are you doing? What are you doing? I didn't see you get in here. The door was closed. What? Where are you going? How's everybody doing? Here's the letter I. You ever see what M looks like? M goes up here, draws it all the way to the center of the nose. You split the nose in half, 2 nostrils. You come up to this side and you draw it down, splitting between the eyes. I and I, D and D. I got this design, I don't know, just always putting together the eyes, right? 2 towers, the new tower in between, representation of the right and the left angle, the letter A. Left angle, right angle, the building in between. I finished this design about 3 years before they finished theirs. I wonder if there's no cat right here. I wonder if there was a cat right here. Like if I snap my fingers, how long would it take for that cat to end up over here? She'll ignore me because I did it twice. Are you ignoring me? Oh my God, you're ignoring me. I can't believe it. You're ignoring me. You are. You're ignoring me. Why don't you come here? Why don't you come here? We're on a 2-minute break. Come on, do me a favor. Pretend you can understand. I know you understand. You're at the other end with. Come on, take the joystick and move on over. Grab the joystick. Grab the joystick. Come on, you know it. Come on, guys, stop fooling around. Oh, oh, oh. All of a sudden, you decide to be the queen, right? Are you just a big queen? What are you doing there? You're working. It's too late to work tonight. Don't work so hard. Yes, so I wanted to come and bring this back. So this piece here is 300. This is 36. It reflects itself at 18 at the borderline. Why is 18 relevant? Why the roulette at 36? It reflects itself. And then you can create the hexagon. Here is a little bit different. What I did is I did 4 dots for an area space. So there's no heart zone. So this would be noted what is a 2x2, a 1x1 area space. Here. Did I get that right? A 1x1. Let me think about that. A whole area space on its own. Okay. I just want to see the difference. See, over here, I use 5. 1, 2, 3. I use 9. I used 4 here and 9 here. So here I use 4 dots. Here I use 9 dots. I'm just trying to think what it's supposed to look like. I used the whole area space of 9. So yes, this is a 3x3. That's a 2x2. That's the way I have to note that as a 2x2. How do I do that as a 2x2? So 2x2, so what's going to happen? Hold on a second. Let me get a little bit more light. So we use these 4 dots here, or we use these 9 dots here. Okay, so let me show you better. The 9 dots, okay, is the 2x2 area space Mars. These 4 dots, okay, are going to equal to 1 area space. This is where Mercury, Earth come in, right? The other one is where Venus comes in, but it comes in with Mars because it gets replicated from rectangle to square. I thought you were in the bed and weren't talking to me. How did you get here? How did you get here? Keep your motor running. Why do we get up on the highway? Nine lives of the cat. It's a natural. Get up on the highway through the seventh gate, communication in the doghouse. To the left, it's blue and it's cold. It's left, it's blue and it's cold. This is 420 communication. The numeric value for the cat is 420. We reach 420 when we reach 80. You like that, eh? Do you like that? Okay, okay. Be careful. I don't want to step on you. I don't want to step on you. So this over here, right? This over here, this is binary, right? This is 1, 2, 4, 8. Now I had questioned myself. Why did I use the number of dots? I know it's more rectangular. You know what's why it's more rectangular? I'm only using 6 of 9 numbers. In binary, it's 1, 2, 4, 8. Where do I go next? 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. Uranus. 7 and 7, matter. Power, peanut, is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. Leo. 5 and 5 is 10. We start back at 1 again. But the reverse of that, right, is a number that's incalculable. It's 3, 2, 6, 8, 9, 5, 3. But there's no math for it. But yes, there is. I can create one. You can create all the math you want, as long as it works out and it's simple, easy to understand. Would you like to see 5775, what it looks like? 5775 also looks like 2012. Give me a minute. I'm going to come back. I need some water. Just give me a minute. Don't think I picked up anything for you, kitty cat. Every plate, every piece of bread, every sound, she's up. Speak to me, cat. Speak to me, cat. Okay, just give me a second. I'm going to blow my nose. What is it? You know, your nose gets cold. You get a cold. Cold is blue. Blow or flow, the wolf. Um, be low inside the word, reverse it. Just give me a minute. Uh, yeah, so I put in a toast there, and I got this. Just give me a minute. Oh my God. Whew. Now I need. I was looking for something. Yes. So I was writing some stuff down before. So we looked at that 8 stuff. So that 8 is just amazing. And not only that, but yeah, I was showing off that double digit stuff. Never finished with that. All of these at 5775. This cube also as well, if we drill this entire cube, every single side is 9. The thing is, it's what you see and what you don't see. So in what you see and what you don't see, right, is it's the 189, right? So it becomes the 189, the 279, the 369, the 459, the 549, the 369. So these letters, right? This is going to be the AH. This one over here is going to be the BG. This one over here is going to be the CF. This one is going to be the DE. This one is going to be the ED. This one over here is going to be the FC. At the same time, in the C house is L. In the F house is O. In the D house is V. And in the E house is E. And what you do is it's 3, 4, 5, and 6. Duality. But you don't see these anywhere. Singularity. Just give me 1 second. What happens to this? One and two equals to 3. Base creation. 8 and 7 equals to 15. Back to 315. 105. 3 by 35 equals to 105. Now, if it was time, it would be 65. 1 by 5. 1 plus 5 is 6 and 5. 2 by 3. 2 plus 3. 6 and 5. What is 6 and 5? I cannot tell you everywhere I find it and what it says, but on this cube, your 6 and 5, 11 is found here. There's your 6 and 5, 11. It becomes what is 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what do you get? LOVE, 6 and 5, 11. Bound in its reality. Let's see if I did that right. Yes, 7 come 11. This is the master cubes. This is in this reality that I play this. Here is what it is. It's right here. It's right here. It's 9. There are 6 faces. There are 54 faces. So what is the combination? Where can we find this combination? Well, if we go in duality and we go into the same house, we'd have 88, like the 88 constellations. We'd have 77, like the word power and matter, like the numeric value that creates what is 63. 7 times 7, 7 plus 7 equals to 14, and 49 equals to 63. Where do we find the numbers? This is the yardstick. 1 between 2 equals to 3, 3 by 12 for 36. 3 by 3 innings in a baseball game. Why is it a rainout? Which inning do we have to play in order to cancel that rainout? 5 innings is 15 and 15, 30 outs. Tennis is 15 and 15, 9 and 6, 7 and 8, 6, 7, 8 and 9. What is 3 by 3? What is 1 by 8? 1 plus 8. Why 6, 7, 8, 9? For the breath and the birth to the powerhouse within the power of the constellations. Inception, here and here. 1 times 7 equals to 7. 1 plus 7 equals to 8. In January of 2025, January 2025, a 2x4 door and a 2x4 door, 420. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 8 and 6, dividing of the 7th gate and following the rules of these cubes. What is 8 on one side? What is 6 on the other side? And what are the, what they call the quotations on this? You put out 6 and you retain 7. 7 and 6, or 7 minus 6 is 1, like 4 minus 3 is 1a. The house splits. 3476, the diameter of the moon. Ishmael, 8, Abraham, Jacob, Isaac. 33, 44. Ishmael is what is 43, but it's a little twisted, right? Because what it is it's 67, and 67 is for soul, and 67 is for water. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6, holder of all the gates. Why? The word 1 equals to 3 and 4, 7. The word 6 equals to 5 and 2, 7. And it just so happens that 1 and 6 are the polars of each other, holding inside 5 and 2 and 3 and 4. But which 6 is it? Is it this 6 or this 6? They're different. This 6, I like to look as the horizontal, and this one is the vertical. So the 2-5 vertical heart, 77, 74, matter and energy, Jesus Christ, power. Sky Pass, 55, 77, Christ, 77, matter, 57, 75, the feminine and the masculine. Here is the 7. Here and here is the 5. The 7 hooks up to 66. 6 hooks up to what is 5. 6 hooks up to what is 5, equaling 11. 11. 6 hooks up to number 7, equaling to 13. 11. 11. What is 4? 2, 2. 2, 4, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, passing through the 7th gate. On each side, What calculable, non-calculable, just telling a different story, having to understand the alternative numbers. Also having to understand when you end on 26, you end where 24, 25 is Aries and 26 is Taurus. 26 is Taurus is 2. And then you say we end in Aquarius, which is 11, not reduced. So your first connection to the Mars moons through birth is 2 and 9, 11. But what is 9? Is it all of 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5, 5 and 4, 6 and 3, 7 and 2, 8 and 1, 90, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. What is 45? How come 45? Why is the angle on 45? Why the 45? Is it because when you add up 1 through 9, it equals to 45? The Aztec run by 5s and 10, but irrelevant to the fact, the 5 is the reverse of what is the 9. EI, like an EIEIO. Check it out. The male, proton, electron, neutron, IS, right? That's the male phallus, 63. What's void in here is 36, 63. 6336, also Celsius, Fahrenheit. The next one, right, we're going to find it with the 5 and the 4. 5, 4, female anatomy. 54 and 63, 117. This cube reverse in the, sorry, not reverse, the dot reverses. The each side is 7 and the void is 11. Every single side is 9. Every single side is 9. I wish I knew how many people understood that so I wouldn't have to emphasize. And who says I'm right? This is what it is when you enter into the game, I'm telling you. This one over here is 4. These 4 are 16. These area spaces is what I'm talking about. These are my guidelines. 63. CNH combination, 11 and 22. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1, 1 and 2, 3. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2, 4 and 4, 8. Combination 1 between 2, equaling to what is 3. Back to C. Heavens come into creation. Look in the air. So, you know what's funny about this? Is an air sign is 7, and the air sign is 3. 3, 1, 3, creating 7, joining the two houses. But why 7? Why the Gimel sound? Why gamma? Gamma before the letter C. Alpha, beta, gamma. How low is our language? I don't know. Sorry, not the language. Our alphabet. A, B, C. Aleph, bet, Gimel. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Wow, so nice. But now I'm speaking A, B, C. It doesn't do the same thing for me. No. The letter A, and we flip it, and now the house joins. Ishmael runs the waters. The waters and Ishmael and the soul are all number 67. 6 and 7 split and run the same house through A, upside down from V. They split. You see the number 4 over here? When you shove the 1 or a block area between what is 7 and 7 inverted, it looks like a 4. 7, 7 inverted with a heart space. So you can see the snake going into each house. I like to look at it as the double nickel beaver running through the dimension house of Abraham. Has anybody ever heard what it says, rainbow in French? How do you say rainbow in Spanish? It almost looks like it says Osiris. The Ark of Osiris, the choir of the Ark of Osiris. So the E and the C, right, which equals the 5 and 3, electric company, they join in O. Although O is a combination of what is AE, or what is 1 and 5, the first and the fifth letter, to equate to the 15th letter. It can also be what is 7 and 8 equals to 15. It can also be 9 and 6 equals to 15. It can be 5 by 3 equals to 15. And it can be 10 and 5 equals to 15. I'm going to explain a little bit about this number. One of it is je equals more or less I am. That what is in the fifth position, okay, is the river between both sides. The pillar to the left, the pillar to the right, 4, 5, and 6, creating the letter M, joining the rivers at the heart, right over here. The letter M, draw it up, bring it all the way down, between our lunar moon, draw it all the way up, back to the other moon, and all the way down into the rivers. Maybe we can make an arc in the sky, a rainbow, jump right over, or maybe make a mask, you know, like the Batman sign, the 3 moons, maybe the dark moons. As I heard, and I've been wrong before, 105 is the hand of God. I also like to call it the flux capacitor. So what is 3 is 3 and 1. Remember the exit. 29, 29. Remember the exit. The clashing, that when I show you the next one, you'll see we can show clashing worlds because these stack. We can build off of this. Yes, so this is basically, I just stacked them and I took a look that we have 88. This connection of what R was, the D letter that ends off the side here, and I just put the R. I don't know why I did that, because I just did it here. As you can see, it looks like an alien face. The R letter comes up to here. you take a look, it's an R there and an R here, R and R for radius. The I letter cannot split unless it has unless it has width. This area space cannot be broken. If you take a look, the area space over here, okay, is in between one of the squares, one of these quadrillates, following the rules. That's why we have the gap. So if you're talking about a gap in your teeth, it's following this rule over here. Automatic pentagram, automatic this separation, right? Flat space, counting by 2 ones, right? 2 dots connected to 1, but it's 1 area space. Sorry, it's a 1 space. Oh my God. It's 2 equaling to what is 5. Why you connect the 2 dots? You can connect them together, right? Then what happens here is once you go onto the other side, what was an R, once you reach the other side, you stop here and it becomes a B. Now you have an RB, so the RR radius, right? When you go 1.5 times over, you have a BB, you have a baby. So here's your double snake over here. Singular snake, 2 snakes. Do we get another snake? We can have 2 snakes face to face and then 1 face here. So I'm just thinking what else we can get out of this. Maybe the turtle moon. So over here, right, the obligations, I'm not allowed to guess area space. It's all obligation. So let me see where else we can go back to. Yes, yes. One of the strongest possible numbers on this planet is the number to the word pig. With 18 connections, 9 and 9 high, with a double split hoof to hook up just like the cow jumped over the moon. The split hoof representing the house itself, bringing the soul and the spirit together. When you look at life today and you see that we need to bring color, that's what we should be seeing. We should be seeing the air we breathe. And when you're seeing what you're seeing, you can see somebody else. Your health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. Wow, that is freaking good. Oh my God. A cold and you're congested and it hurts, you know, tired of going through the pain. Life is just so beautiful. Besides all those other thoughts we have to go through and all the mistakes we make and all the paybacks we have to make just to reprimand ourselves. What does it mean to reprimand oneself? Is to take a reflection upon what brought you into your position and why are you thinking the way you are? Why are you seeing difference? What are you trying to learn? Why are you on this channel right now? What brings you here? Why are you still here? Why have you come back? Why do you remain here? What intrigues you? What is one of your questions in life? Do you have a question about life, the Aztec, the Mayan, the connecting of calendars, aliens and angels? How about check this out? Check this out. UFO 366. Did you know that the 28-day cycle on 12 for the feminine, for hold on a second. How are you doing? Anyone ever see this word before? Three, nine, three, three, nine, six, nine, six. Pretty cool, eh? Mathematically, 3 equals minimum, maximum, 11. 9 equals minimum, maximum, 1 and 4. This is 1 and 1. This is 1 and 4. 6 equals minimum, maximum. Let me think about it. Wow, usually I get it right away. Oh, yes, it's 44. So what it is 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 creates 1 and 2 equals to 3. The 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 create 5 and 4 equals to 9. And the 4 by 4, 4 plus 4 is 16, and 8 equals to 24. And 2 and 4 equals to 6. So I try to find different pathways. And if I met Cancer twice, I'd meet Scorpio. And if I multiplied, I would assemble what is Aries with Virgo, or any assembly that equates to the 8. 2, 5, and 8. Do you see 2, 5, and 8? 2, 5, and 8, assembling with 3, 6, and 9, where 9 and 2, 11, 8 and 3, 11, 6 and 5, 11. Reverse cube of Abraham, 44, is 33. Crucifix, 2, 5, and 8, living on the cross. The cube itself, 1 is across from 6. 2 is across from 5. 3 is across from 4. Therefore, if 3, 4 is across, and 6 and 3 and 5 and 4 are 9 and 9, 6 and 5 join at 11, 7, 11. As with 1 and 6, with 9, 7, 11. As with 5 and 4. 5 and 2, 7 and 4, 11. It's the sun cube. The reverse of what is 6, 1, 9, 9. The reverse of what is 2, 5, right, is 7, 4, 9, 9. The reverse of, where is the last one? 3, 4. Voided space, 6 and 3, 9, 5 and 4, 9, 3 and 4, 7, 6 and 5, 7, 3 and 6, 9, 4 and 5, 9, 18 total. Chai, 7, 11. 77 and 18. Animal House. Thank you, Elamia. I'm going to toast to that. I have beans cooking on the stove. I think they'll be ready about midnight. I'm going slow tonight. Very slow. I'm assuming there's a lot of questions out there.
Ronald Framath, widely recognized by his alias, Emmertech Pans, is a mysterious and enigmatic figure whose talents span multiple disciplines, known for his uncanny ability to decipher decipher the hidden connections between numbers, symbols, and the cosmos. He operates at the crossroads of mysticism, numerology, and technological innovation. His forte lies in uncovering the unseen patterns that govern the universe, creating a fusion of art, science, and spirituality that captivates those who encounter his work. Is not just a name, it's a philosophy, a persona that symbolizes mastery over patterns and systems. He sees the world as a roulette wheel of infinite possibilities, where each number, letter, and celestial alignment carries meaning, waiting to. Can you do a video with this in a spatial 5D with alphabet and equations floating? I decrypt. I decrypt. I create stories from history, words, games, language. Is not just a name.
It's okay. No need to continue on with that. So as you can see, the cube tells these stories. Now, is it just me? Are they perfect math stories? The last we were on was the 105. Of the 36 numbers in the yard, plus the pigskin itself, the football stretched out, if you want, the 36 inches of completion, 1 in 35. Is that the completion, 1 in 35, and there is no 36? It's inside. Irrelevant to the fact 3.5 is the heart of the seventh gate here. It takes 3 of them for 105. The Aztec worked with 5 and 10, Leo, Capricorn. The bottom lower house assembly is 1, 2, 3, 4. It is AD, after the death before the Christ, 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 5, equating to 10. The upper house as alike 9 and 6, 15 to 7 and 8, 15. The power is within the breath and the birth. 9 and 6, 3 by 3, 3 plus 3 in the mutable signs. It looks like they were broken apart and redirected. Luna and Demas and Phobos and Luna together. The 12 edges, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 edges. There are 6 faces. There are 4 edges, that's 24. No, we don't repeat. 4 up top, 4 in the bottom, 4 around, 12. Each one has 2, 24. There are 8 corners, that's your 20. Don't count the rotator cup. That's 7, it's a 6 and 1, 7. And you can keep switching it around. And was it made square? Or was it made as a hexahedron and became square? How did this, right, become this? In my reality, right, if this is measured at 120 times 3 for 360, this is 2160. That's 6 times. This is 720. This is 2160. But 360 is 6 times to equal 2160. The 120 degrees, the 90 degrees. I'm just trying to put that into, it's like an expansion, or it's built inside of. One is the 90, one is for the soul, the 90. So the 9 and 6 3 times 3, 3 plus 3. Would you like to see? Three times 3, 3 plus 3. The origin of this design. The origin of this design is when I left my marker unattended, right? Will it ever work again? I want, again, I know. Oh, yeah. Here's the number 6. Okay, here's the number 6. Here is the number 9. So we create the percentage sign. You know, we can have the percentage sign, looks like an 8. So I take 3 times 3. 3 times 3 equals to 9. 3 plus 3 equals to 6. I create that. That's where that thought came in. And then I reached out and I created here. And then I reached out and I created here. And I just expanded. So this original design starts out as a 6 and a 9. We can almost look like the towers, right? So we can see the original 6 and 9 in there, can't we? Or maybe the towers. How many would many look like? So this one over here, excuse me. This one over here, I'm trying to see, what did I do here? Yeah, what did I do? Can I make a mini? If I had to do this as a 6, I would have to go 1, 2. This would have to be the minimum this. It would have to be this big. I can make them go both this way, you know. Right. And did I get that? See, I can't even go up that way. Right? Did I do the same thing here? Same thing. Oh no, this was up here. This was completely a little different. I should have went the other way. I don't like what that looks like. What does that diamond look like, eh? What is that? Oh, we got one over here too. Look at that. Look at that diamond in between. Oh my God, we got another one here. Hey, you ever see that? They all look like army stripes. They're like diamonds. Let me take a look. How would that be done? We take that here, that here, that here. Oh, and then we can, in every diamond, we can draw our own building. Okay, so do I want to get off this page? I just want to see what I ruined here. The ruins. Oh my God, I have light. So let there be light. Oh my God. Wow. I'm just trying to see how many times did I go down here? Yeah, I'm just doing this real quick. That's pretty weird. Right? I'd like to do it until it reaches over here. But this, where does this go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, I shouldn't be fooling around with that. I gotta go and sniffle my nose. Just give me a second. Oh. Oh man. Oh man. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Just give me a second. I'm going to double, triple, what? Oh no. I've got it pouring out the tap. So I got a lemon here. How's everybody doing? Give me 1 second. Okay. You know, I sort of need a new light, but I don't need a new light, but I do need a new light, but I don't, but I do, but I don't, but I do. I feel like I'm not like I'm on a horse, but I do, but I don't, but I do, and I actually do. Or a new setup, you know, imagine 21 years, and I'm like a little delinquent. I'm still like 6 years old behind the desk. Here's my prop. Seriously, this is my prop. You know what I'm going to be doing? I'm taking a 15-minute break. I think I deserve. I think we all deserve a 15-minute. So I'm just going to shut down and reopen again in 15 minutes. At 10:10, between 10:10 and 10:15, I'm going to be back. Come back with your questions just in case I missed anything. And if I did miss anything, I'm truly sorry. And if I'm truly sorry, then I will look back and see that I cannot miss anything if I look back right now and check it all out. So let's see. Whoa, I did miss something. I missed nothing. Zeus. Zeus says that all the Greek gods start with special letters. Let me check what that means. Thank you, Zeus. What are the 12 or the 15 Greek gods names? I work from home. I protect the people from all this. Achoo, achoo, a choo-choo train. So what is the choo-choo train? Where is it coming from? What does it have to do with my nose? Okay, so here it is before the break. 12 principal Greek gods known as Olympians. Olympians. Mount Olympus. So mount, to mount. So the blah 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 blah. So it starts off includes Z for Zeus, Z26. Okay. Then they have Hera, H8. Then they have P16, which is 7, 887. Then they have D4, 7 and 4, G and D. Let me see what these taste like. Give me a minute. I'm making some, I don't know what, but I'm making it. I'm making it. Some kind of pea and some kind of something or other. Well, let me see. Tastes like nothing. Needs more water. Give me a minute. So after that, it's Apollo, Artemis, Hera, Poseidon, Demeter, Aphrodite, Hermes. So it's really only what is A1, Z26, 8, H8, P16, 7, and D4. So it's 4, 7, 8, and 1. The 9, 11 comes together. And that's all there is, right? Apollo, Artemis, Ares, Athena. There's 4 of them. Then there's Demeter, Poseidon, Hera, and Zeus. That's 4 of them. And then there's Hephaestus, Aphrodite, and Hermes. And then Dionysus, and that's 8 and 4, right? So the Dia and the Demeter are 2. Those are 44s, right? And then the Apollos are all 4s. And then Zeus is 26, so it's twice of what is 8. H8. How do you qualify to what is 8? 8 all of itself? Starting with the first letter, of course, I can do the number of letters in the words. Zeus and Hera, both 44. Poseidon is a 2, 4, 6. If I see 8 to 2, 4, 6, 7 for Demeter, I can go through this and see what it says, right, in my world of alphabet science. So let me go back to, I was going to break down, and let me go back to here. Yeah, so I said I'm going to take that 15-minute break. We're only 4 people. I'm going to come back in 15 minutes, or if you want me up in your channel, ask me up. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Welcome to the Painted House, where science is art